Brothers and sisters, put your hands together for Apocalypse. Peace. Here we go. Another day from the deaths of Apocalypse. Dogs to God's Entertainment. With a quick word of reflection. Man, so many thoughts running through this big bald head. Finally had a chance to get all it, trim it down, so I ain't gotta put no hat on today, right? But look, man, I was reflecting on so many different things, and so me and my wife were having the conversations. But one day I'm gonna talk about marriage being half your faith, right? Because man, after 23 years and counting of marriage, man, that phrase opens up so much over time and over the years, right? In terms of understanding. But look, check this out. We were just talking about, well, I'll do it like this, because this is where the conversation was. In my book, right? Walking the Road to Recovery, 9 Steps in Motion. Step 3 and Step 4. Step 3 is out with the old. Step 4 is in with the new. You know what I'm saying? And so I was reflecting on 6 basic needs that we have as human beings: physical, spiritual, intellectual, psychological, emotional, and economical, right? And so out with the old, in with the new. See, if I'm reflecting, or if my position is I want to establish a new world for myself around my everyday existence, you know what I mean? Then out with the old me. When it comes to addiction, of course, we know that, I'll use myself as an example. From the age of 10 to the age of 24 is the time of my addiction. So you're talking about 14 years. And so let's say, but it's at the age of 10. So now we're talking about 24 years of a human being being developed, right? And so that's 24 years of conditioning. That's 24 years of acceptance. That's 24 years of embracing a certain mindset, a certain lifestyle, a certain disposition that has gotten comfortable in my skin. Is that right? So now I want a new me. I want a new world. So now, there are certain things about the old me that's got to go. And one of the analogies I use in the book, picture moving a 3-bedroom house, 2-level 3-bedroom house into a 1-bedroom apartment, right? Some stuff got to go, is that right? You can't take everything with you. You don't have enough room. You don't have enough space. And more than likely, some of that stuff that you still have, you should have been thrown away anyway. Come on, tell the truth. Shame the devil. You already know that's the case, is that right? So picture that. So certain things got to go. You know what I mean? However, these things have gotten comfortable in your skin. You know what I'm saying? And so another analogy that we use is that one of the things that we have to be careful with in establishing this new person is that this old person is 24 years old. This old person is grown. This old person is strong and firmly rooted in you. So let's say this new you is a day old, a week old, a month old, 2 months, 90 days. You know what I mean? Even a year, 2 years. You know, look, this new person is a baby. So this new person has to be nurtured and protected as a baby, as an infant. Because guess what? That old you is a bully. That old you is strong, is determined, is fixed, is comfortable. That old you is like, what do you mean you want to get rid of me? Are you out of your mind? I'm here to stay. Huh? So you have to guard this new person and nurture this new person and keep the old you away. Now, that sounds like, that's easy to say. That's easy to say. But it's something to consider, And then the question becomes, how do you nurture and develop this new you while protecting this new you from the old you? You know what I'm saying? That's a deep, 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 deep conversation that one must have with themselves. You know what I mean? And so that's why we dealt with the next step. The fifth step is process the data, the who, what, when, where, why. You know what I mean? We have to get into the critical thinking as to this 24 years. We have to study this 24 years of who, what, when, where, why. You know what I mean? And we got to go deep enough into the self, into the knowledge of self. That's why knowledge of self is so important, in order to get a clear understanding of how you got to this point in your life. You know what I'm saying? So, and those basic needs: physical, spiritual, intellectual, emotional, psychological, and economical. These are the basic needs that has to be met. And that's levels. There's levels even to that understanding. And that's really the word for the day. Life is levels of lessons. You know what I'm saying? Life is levels of lessons, because in that we have to be able to determine anything that we allow into our new world has to be able to meet some aspects of those 6 basic needs: physical, spiritual, intellectual, emotional, psychological, economical. If you're doing nothing, or if something in your world is doing nothing to feed and develop you in those 6 basic areas of your life and your new world that you're working to establish for yourself, it's got to go. Put it out. Get out. Put it out. Keep it out. Guard against it. Don't allow it in. Just like we say in our prayer before we pray, we seek refuge in Allah against the accursed Satan. Put it out. Keep it out. Now, why isn't the devil seldom the best part of the planet Earth? Hey, come on now. So anyway, that's our word today. We can go on and on with this, but the lesson and the word for today, that life is levels of lessons. Hey, it's Monday. Food spot closed. And that's our word today from the Death of Apocalypse. Enjoy your day. Peace.